It's gonna take it.
And welcome to Through the Static. This is Stephen, the medium, your host, with my handsome co-host somewhere.
I am here.
He is here. Who are you?
Did you say handsome? Hello?
Yes.
Present.
Yes.
I am your husband and your co-host. And
who are you?
Oh, I'm Coach Elix.
This is how the show's going to start, really? Seriously? I don't know, Elix.
Well, all of the above was correct.
Well, yeah. Well, once you got it out, it was correct. But people, they could have thought you were Wonder Woman. You know, underdog, Superman, who knows? There's someone that's my co-host. And, of course, we've got Mark, who is our incredible producer that produces both our shows. Did you know when this Lot of Love is on before it starts, I am in my chair dancing every single time? And I think, I think at some point when we were in the studio, somebody could hear us coming in or something. I don't know how long ago it was. And I remember, I think it was Liz, a friend of mine, who said I think it was her that said something like, I like hearing you tap the pen because I'm like just jamming to the music and I'm hitting my pen on the paper. So just a little tidbit of information if you were wondering. No?
And
yeah.
For that, we're very grateful.
So Elix and I are here. I'm so excited I'm here. 2 weeks, this past 2 weeks, I haven't been able to be live just because things happened. They normally don't on Wednesdays at 5 o'clock, but they just happened to, and everything was taken care of. Everything's good. I did an hour, I don't know, maybe it was even approaching an hour and a half live last night, a spontaneous one, which was amazing that I got to do a lot of readings with people in chat. And Elix, so what's going on with you?
So what's going on with me is that I am getting ready to head to Texas next week, and I'm very concerned because you'll be alone, you'll have nothing to eat.
I'm going to die.
And you will die, absolutely. So, I'm very concerned. Somebody suggested DoorDash, and you don't even know what they were talking about.
Well, I know, I know what DoorDash is. I just don't have the app, and I've never used it, so I don't know much about it. I don't know if DoorDash is used for every place or like it's certain place. I don't know. All I can tell you is that, anybody who's listening, and you hear me with my scream out to you, please help me with food. And if I die, it's on your hands. I'm just saying. It's just gonna happen. Elix could come home and a week from tomorrow and just find me just on the ground.
Yeah.
Maybe not dead, but not looking.
No, you'll be fine. You'll eat bread and peanut butter and cereal, and that's about it.
I know how to make French toast.
Oh, okay.
Right. I know how to make scrambled eggs.
Yeah, let's not go into any of that because that would lead to a holy mess in the kitchen. So stick to bread and peanut butter.
Well, listen, it's 4 days, Elix. I gotta figure something out. So,
I'm sure you will. But then after that, I'm really excited because we have the upcoming premiere of Lady of the Dune next Friday and Saturday.
I am busting. I am so excited about this, and I'll be seeing it with everybody. So we'll be the first premiere is April 1st in Dennis, and that is at 12:30, and then the second premiere is April 2nd, the next day on Saturday night in P-Town at the P-Town Theater, and that is at 7 p.m. That theater or that show is been sold out for a while now. The Dennis one, I don't know because it doesn't give me access to see the seats taken. I know that's a much bigger theater too. I think it's like 300 seats, but I know there's a good amount of people that have already got tickets. So if you're still interested, you can go to the Dennis premiere, this is really the first one. And Elix, you and I are gonna see it together with everybody else.
I can't wait. I'm so excited, and I'm so looking forward to it. And then after that, we are heading to L.A.
La La Land.
La La Land. I'm taking you to Palm Springs, which you always wanted to go.
That is true.
And then we're going to spend time in Santa Monica, which is one of the most beautiful gorgeous places in the LA area. So
That I really am so excited. What greatness. We have greatness every day, but this is greatness. This is like great, like Tony the Tiger. Is that commercial even still on anymore?
actually, I don't even know who Tony the Tiger is. So
What?
I don't. What are you
Elix,
talking-
we're gonna have to talk offline. I just can't get into it right now with you. You're too Puerto Rican for me right now. Tony the Tiger.
What has that got to do with being Puerto Rico? Puerto Rico, they do get cable news, you know.
Well, then how come you don't know Tony the Tiger?
I just don't. I mean,
I see. I don't understand. I just don't. It is, as someone said when we were doing Facebook Live, this is like the Steelix sitcom show. It is. But before we go into the next segment and I start taking callers, I did put on social media today is all about newbies. It's about virgins. It's people that I have never read. So if you've had a reading with me, just hold off this week. It's all newbies that will be calling. If you are not on social media and you want to go to YouTube, if you plug in Lori Majka, Majka, and then maybe put Steve in the medium, I did an interview with her, which was really, really great. And, one thing, Elix, before we do go to break and I start taking callers, is I was just thinking of this because I'm teaching a class which I love. It's on Wednesdays at 7 o'clock, and I had the first one last week, and the people that are participating are amazing. They're so connected differently, but also connected. I love it. It's just been and I haven't taught in a long time. But I would just want to shout out to everybody out there who feels like they're connected spirit-wise. Everybody, the majority of us, right, Elix, everyone is intuitive. Every single person's got something. They do, right? And then above the majority of people, there's these souls that are much more connected, me being one of them, right? I can hear dead people speak. And I bring this up because if you're somebody out there that knows you're connected and for the past whatever period of time you feel like you're in a slump, like you're just, I think my gift disappeared. I used to get this, I used to get that, now I get nothing. I used to feel people, I used to dream, I used to see things, and now there's really nothing going on. It's like a lull. I want to bring that up just to, number one, make sure everybody who's listening knows that it doesn't disappear. Whatever you've got, whatever you've honed in on, your skills and your gift, it can't go backwards. It can only stay stagnant and get better. So that's just it. It's always there. It may lie dormant, like for me, for all the years, I had no idea I was a medium. It was dormant. I didn't know I was a medium at all. But the reason that's happening is because, years ago, and this is what Spirit told me, years ago, it was much simpler. It was like two entities, like there was us and Spirit, right? And meaning that there were two energy centers or frequencies. And all we needed to do was speed up our energy. They slow their energy down and we meet and we hear. And that's how we see signs and we feel things and we, all that kind of dreaming and visiting and all that kind of stuff. What's happened now, and it's been happening, but what's happened now in this world is that there's so much going on with this world, and we're all connected to energy, that there's now these pockets that have been developed, pockets that were no longer, they were never there before. So now, your normal, let me just speed up my energy to get onto the same frequency. You may do that, but you may have another frequency that's interfering that was never there before. So it's sort of like stunting your connection, and you can fix that. And I don't have enough time to go into it to fix it. But it's temporary in reference to you just have to adapt to the many little pockets of energy to be able to see the goal of getting to Spirit, and then the signs and everything else will start appearing quickly. I wanted to just share that with people because, I've had a lot of people that in readings have said to me, I don't know what's going on, Stephen, but I'm not feeling anything anymore. So I wanted to share that. It's still there. Rest assured, it's there. Don't lose confidence. Don't lose trust. It's still there. So does that make sense, Elix?
Makes perfect sense. And by the way, I think what's also important is to make sure that if that's what you speak, if that's what you say, that the language also blocks that energy.
That's perfect. Perfectly said, Elix, with that negative chatter. So, with that said, 508-222-1320, Virgins, I'm coming for you as soon as we get back from break. Good afternoon and welcome to Through the Static. I'm your host, Stephen the Medium, with Coach Elix. I'm going to go to the first caller, but I will tell you on break, Elix said to me, "What is wrong with you saying, Virgins, I'm coming for you?" And I said to him, it's my brain, but it's about people who have never been read. They're virgins to me, so that's what it means, Elix. That's what I'm saying. So no comment, Elix?
No, because I'm not quite sure that it's helping your case, but move along, Betty.
All right, let me go to to the first caller. Hi, this is Stephen. Who's this? Hello?
Hello?
Hi, who's this?
This is Kelly.
Hi, Kelly. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm good. I'm glad you're my first caller. I love my first caller when we start these readings.
Excited.
So, Kelly, let me start here with Anne.
Anne?
Who's Anne?
That's my middle name.
Oh, I love when Spirit does that, Kelly. There's so many people here for you, Kelly. So I'm just putting them sort of in place. So there's a really strong mother. It feels as this is definitely like a grandmother energy, but there's also a grandfather energy that step forward. And Kelly, did you ever have a necklace that said Kelly?
I did. Yeah, a long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah. I always tell people when I do these readings that it's just so many of these validations are these random things. Like in your head, Kelly, you may be saying, why would they bring that up? And if they do that, it's just to say, back then, and even whether someone was living then or wasn't, even though it feels like it's one that wasn't living, did you have a grandparent that when you were really young died or was already dead?
I had one that was already dead, and when I was really young, yeah, just one that was already dead.
Perfect. So just know, I just felt like it was the grandparent that feels like a guy, grandfather.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of figured because he just sort of came near me, and I could. He's hugging you, Kelly, and saying how much he loves you, and he's so happy, and all your loved ones are so happy that he's able to step forward and let you know. Because, maybe you think this, maybe not, I don't know. Like, because you never knew him, he's not around you, but this man is around you all the time. And wanted to make sure you know that since a little girl, when he's the one that brought up the Kelly necklace or pendant, is that he's just letting you know that that he's always been with you. Who's the G or J name? Like Julie or John?
John.
Who's John?
My dad?
But is dad here or crossed?
No, he's crossed.
Oh my God! Wow. So know that's usually when someone is in spirit will yell out their name. So know that your dad is. And is that grandfather that crossed? Was he your dad's dad?
Yeah.
I thought so. So no, that's why he's giving a validation and bringing your father through. Both of these guys keep telling your father. Your father's very complex and has a lot to say, Kelly, like a real lot to say.
Okay.
First of all, he just keeps putting his arms around you, saying how much he loves you. Who's the teacher or wanted to be a teacher?
I don't know.
So keep Kelly, and it may not be academic teaching. It could be music teaching. It could be cooking teaching. It could be as a nurse teaching. There's a teacher somewhere. And are you one of two or one of three? He just said two.
I'm one of three.
Okay, got it. So I wasn't sure if the two meant two others or you were part of the two. So dad is giving that. Dad's giving that as a validation, and your father just said, someone's got Kelly, the name passed down. Name passed down.
My name is my mother's maiden name, but I also gave that name as a middle name to one of my daughters.
I love that.
And my son is kind of named after my dad as well. And my kids all have names that are related to.
Yeah, that's what your dad just said. Bring that up. Kelly, also keep with you. I don't know if you were listening when I was talking that you are way connected to. And your father said, but your father's got a very funny sense of humor because he said, but it's not because of what you talking about, Steve. And she's stubborn. She can be very stubborn and you are way connected than what you know. And you sort of think it should be this way, and just make sure you keep that with you. And a lot of times, even just someone telling you that, now spirit knows you know. That's what happened to me, Kelly, is that you'll start getting these just incredible validations. What's with the license, Kelly?
License?
Someone just get a license? Renew a license? Why does your father keep saying bring up the license?
I don't know. I need to renew my passport. I don't know about a license.
I don't think it's a passport. It feels like is someone connected to you that had a gun, like a gun license?
Yeah.
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 I love Kelly. Yeah. We're not going to talk about that, but yeah.
No, I'm you're kind of freaking me out. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. So just know, I asked your father, what license are you talking about? And he said, just say gun, she'll know. So make sure, Kelly, you know that your father, your grandfather, there's definitely a grandmother. Oh, it feels like there could be two here that are also stepping forward to let you know that they're here. And what's August or the 8th? There's something. Either the month of August or the 8th of a month. Pick a month, any month, but there's an 8. Because they keep showing me like the infinity sign, which is like similar to the 8. So it's letting me know that they're really talking about number 8. It could be someone's 8 years old, turning 8. But there's an 8. your father's got his hand on his hips, Kelly, looking at you like, oh, come on,
Oh
Kelly,
my
seriously,
gosh, really?
like
I don't
seriously.
know.
Um,
Well,
it will.
his birthday was the 18th of February.
No, your father. I didn't even get to say it. Your father said, "Yeah, Kelly, nice try." No,
Oh
the
my
numbers.
gosh.
I love Kelly. I love when I do numbers because Spirit is so exact. It's not the 18th. It's because he would have given me the 18th. It's 888. So just make sure you keep it with you.
Okay.
Does someone like casinos?
Oh.
Why
That
do I
was
keep?
my ex-husband.
Oh my
Like
God! Because
casinos.
I was in Foxwoods, then I was in Atlantic City, then I was in Twin Rivers, like all these
Stop it.
casinos. I know. This was your ex-husband,
Yeah.
but he's still here, right?
Yep. He is.
I love the way Kelly's whole voice changed. Yeah. Okay. No, you know what, Kelly? I'll tell you. I'll tell you though. I don't know how this is going to land for you, but your father said tune into his energy. He's not a bad guy. When I tune into your ex's energy, it's there, it's good. There's just there's stuff. There's just stuff.
There's stuff.
But I will tell you one thing though that your dad just said. My daughter may not believe this, but when you guys were together, it was the best relationship he's ever had. Whether he's in a relationship now, and by what I mean by that is that
Oh, I believe that.
that unconditional love that you gave him was something that he's never experienced. And what's with do you have crystals? Do you like crystals?
My daughter is very interested in crystals, and she has given me some.
I love that. I love that he's giving a validation. When I say he, your dad, because your dad is got tears in his eyes. He's so excited. But someone's cigarette. Who smoked? I can smell smoke. Neither one
He
of those.
did.
Oh, I was going to say neither because it felt like it was one of those two.
He did. Yeah.
And the branch. The branch was somebody in banking at some point connected to you?
The branch. No.
There was nobody like a teller or a.
Oh, I worked as a teller when I was.
I knew it.
Yes.
I knew it,
Yes.
Kelly. I knew it. I was a teller going through college, and I knew when he
Oh,
said
my God.
branch, it was a teller. Wow.
Yeah.
So no, Dad is giving everything he can to say how much he loves you, and he keeps talking about the unicorn, the rainbow and the unicorn. There's a drawer
Song.
also.
It's an Irish song.
What do you mean? What is?
He loved Irish music, and I think that's what he's referring to. It was a song.
Like an Irish song about unicorns or rainbows?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
I love your daddy. It's all Kelly. It's all about letting you know that he's here with you. But I will tell you something though. In his back pocket, he just showed me. Which when Spirit does that and sort of shows me their back pocket, it's just a way to say that when he brought up about you being very connected, just make sure, Kelly, that if you are interested in this gift, that you don't just let that go over your head, that you've got like a very, very connected. And your father said she was a while back, more so. And then it sort of, it's what she thinks dissipated, but it really didn't. So it almost makes me feel like something happened as a little girl, maybe an experience or something, a spirit experience. Make sure you keep that with you, Kelly, because if he's bringing it up and giving his like big hug to you, it's just how he just wants to tell you how much he loves you and loves the validation of the Irish unicorn rainbow song that you got. And he was like, he's ecstatic that you got it that quickly. And he said, but it's because she's so connected. That damn 8 though, Kelly, keep with you because he's killing me with it. I'm like, she'll get it. Get it. So when you get it, let me know, send me an email. But Kelly, I have to take a break. This has been my honor to get to do this with you. Kelly, lots of love to you and have a great night.
Thank you, you too.
And we will be right back. And welcome back to Through the Static. This is Stephen the Medium with Coach Elix by my side. And on break, Mark explained a little bit more about that Irish song, which is which I think what Kelly was referencing, her dad was saying, an Irish song about the theme of having animals going on Noah's Ark. That's really, I'm going to have to look it up, Kelly. I love that. Love it, love it. So, all right, let me stop and let me go to the next caller. Hi, this is Stephen. Who's this?
Christina?
Hi, Christina.
Hi.
Christina. You know, this must be like maybe a theme here because Christina, you got a lot of, when I see angels right away next to somebody, it just means that you're very, very connected. There also may be a double validation that someone, either you or somebody, you know, that was connected to you living across loved angels or gave you a particular angel, but just keep it with you. Christina, are you one of two? You have two kids? What's the two?
I don't know. I'm an only child, so I'm not sure what the two is.
Well, let me just tell you this, Christina. Do you ever remember your mom saying anything about like a miscarriage or losing a child?
No.
And it may not be, but when there's two kids, I just heard right from the get go. So it feels like it's a brother connected. I don't know. I'm just going to leave that with you unless mom or dad are one of two, but there's a very, very strong two connection. So just make sure, Christina, you keep it with you. Who's the B? The Bob or Barbara or Bill? Who's B? The B name?
The B, I don't know. It wouldn't be an animal, would it?
Could be. Was there a dog or a...
there was a dog with a B that passed away a few years ago.
It could definitely be. You know, even though I keep hearing, you know, I keep going back from like, I think it's a double validation because I hear Bella, then I hear Brody, or there's. It seems like there's a double validation. So let me just tell you this, Christina. The animal with the B name is definitely stepping forward. Yep. You said that's a dog, but there's another B.
Yep.
There's another B,
okay.
But it's a person. Again, okay. First name, middle name, and it could be living. The person could be living. The person could be. You don't have a Bobby or Barbara? Why do I keep hearing that?
No, nope.
So just make sure you keep it with you. It feels like okay. Auntie Bobby or Uncle Bob or something like that.
Okay.
And, you know, it also could be like a great. So like your grandparents' siblings. Wait a minute, is your dad crossed or still here?
Crossed.
You know, has he been crossed for a long time?
I have a stepfather who has, and I have a biological father who was more recent.
Okay, so then stepdad has to be. He just showed me. Well, both obviously now are here, Christina. But they just kept showing me that the long period of time. Who's the mother energy that is all over you? Mom is here.
Mom's here. It's either a grandmother or a very close friend.
Got it. Make sure you keep, maybe even with that close friend, this Don B name. They're screaming at me. I'm like, I can only do so much with Christina. You'll get it. But there is a oh my God, this B that keeps screaming at me. But in any case, so also both of the Rose. What's with the rose? The name Rose, or did someone take roses, like a flower from a service or something, or someone kept roses? There's they keep drawing a rose for me, Christina. So which means that there's someone wants to bring up like where they lived was rose bushes, but there's something very, very strong with rose. There's also Fred. There's an F.
Fred is my stepdad. Yeah.
Ah, I love it that he gave me his name. And you know how my middle name is Frederick, so that's how I got the Frank or Frederick. So no, stepdad, when you said he's been gone for a long time, just said, I want to make sure she knows it is me. That man is always with you. Christina,
Yes, I know.
he is with you everywhere you walk, everywhere you step. That man is with you. Just
Oh, I
watching
know.
you. And you know what I love about Fred too is that he's got a very protective mode with him.
Yes.
Like he watches
Yes.
you and protects you and keeps that with you. The bee name, the rose, just make sure you keep it with you. It will come. Christina, it happens all the time when I do readings that people just, as soon as we hang up, you're going to be like, what? Oh my God. So, and there's you know what the rose is? The rose is a brooch or a piece of jewelry. It's a flower piece of jewelry. It's something, you don't remember like your mom or anybody wearing brooches?
I have on my wedding bouquet. Fred was at my wedding. On my wedding bouquet, I had my grandma's like cameo brooch.
I love that. I love that your grandma wants to give that as a beautiful validation too. So all of them letting you know they're here, they're with you. Christina, I'm going to leave you with that, but thank you so much for letting me do this.
Thank you very much, Stephen. I really appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome, Christina. Have a great night. Lots of love to you.
You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye. And let me just go to the next caller. Hi, this is Stephen.
Hello, this is Donna.
Hi, Donna. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you? I've enjoyed
listen
watching you.
Listen to that accent. I love it. I love it. Donna, you're not like me. When people say my accent, I say, I don't have an accent. You just went right along with it. So, Donna, coming right off Christina, Donna, who's the Bob or Barbara, the B name connected to you? There's also another B that's living or crossed. I keep hearing, Brian, I keep hearing this B, and I know Christina had it, and I'm starting with you. So just make sure you also keep it with you, Donna. Donna, there's a guy, a young guy that's in spirit. Is your father in spirit or here?
No, he's passed.
Did he pass though, like 60s or younger?
70.
I don't know if that's it. Usually my peak or the limit is 60s. When someone comes through as a young, oh no, it's not your dad is here now, but that's not him. And by the way, somebody, I've never had spirit say this to me, but someone connected to you has the double R name, like Terry or Barry. There's a double R. It could be someone living, someone crossed, but R. I keep hearing RR. I always say to spirit, why don't you just give me the name? And I wish it worked that way, Donna, but it doesn't. So just make sure also you, well, wait a minute. Do you have a husband in spirit?
No.
There's not even
I do too. Yeah, I forgot. I do. I forgot. Yeah, I do.
I love you, Donna. Because I was just about to go on to something else, and they just said, but before you lose the double R, the marriage in the ex or the husband that's in spirit, he's stepping forward, and even if it's been a long time, he just wants to let you know that he's here. And why does he keep talking about the C or K name, like Kristen or Kathy or Kevin? There's somebody connected that he keeps giving me. Has he been gone for a long time?
No, about 3 years.
Oh, so that's not a long time. Why do he keeps giving me the C or K name? And Donna, I know I'm not giving you a chance to answer, but I'm trying to get through before I need to take a break. There's one child. One child. When spirit steps forward and says one child, and I know Christina, the call before, said she was an only child. It's one of two things, Donna. It's either there's a child in spirit or someone had one child. It's one of those two. So it feels to me like do you have a sibling in spirit?
No, I'm an only child also.
Oh my God, so it's you. Oh, wow. Wow, Donna. I love that. I love that they wanted to give that as a validation with one person. But I will tell you on top of that, there's a very, very strong, it feels like a miscarriage a child who wasn't born, was miscarried, and is in spirit jumping up and down, that they want to give a validation, and it's connected to that C or K. That C or K name could be a last name too, Donna. So make sure also you keep that with you. And there's a really strong mother energy. Is mom here or
Yeah,
crossed?
she's crossed.
So she's also letting you know that she's stepping forward. I know that you're Donna, but who's the other D?
Um,
There's a first name, middle name, last name, another D, either with your mom in spirit or living, but something very, very close. It feels like a double D, double D. Like first name and last name, or your mom's just bringing up someone that's got like a last name. I don't know, like Dandrita, or there's something
I can't
connected.
think of anything right now, but I'll keep that in mind. I need to remember the double R and double D, right?
I guess so. And the W too. The William, the Walter, Wendy. The W name is also that you're.
My grandfather was William.
Oh, William, I love that, and because both grandfathers are here. Was William your mother's?
Yes.
I thought so. So know that Grandpa William is letting you know that he's here too. Everybody in spirit just keeps putting their arms around you. And you know, Donna, I keep getting a lot of prayers. Are you a very faithful person, or is somebody in spirit was very, very like into their faith, or did you pray a lot? I keep seeing prayers.
My mom she really believed in prayer. Yes.
Well, make sure you know, Donna, that your mom actually, it works both ways. You know, like we always think we need to pray for our loved ones, which is beautiful to do, and they love that. But it also comes from their side. So your mom is just letting you know that she sends prayers to you. And you know, I love what your mom just said to me. Said to you, Donna. I do that to make sure that you don't feel isolated or alone. And now I'm sure you have a lot of loved ones around you, but you know those days that you just feel sad or lonely or missing your loved ones. It's just a way that your mom wants to give that to you. And your mother keeps talking about the wedding ring or the engagement ring.
Yeah, I've got one of her rings.
Is it a wedding or an engagement?
Yes, it was. I think it was like a 2-piece set, and I just saved the one piece.
Wow. So it's just a really great, it's not really about the ring for her. It's about to say, it's really me, Donna. It's your mother. And your mother is always with you, with her arms around you, Donna. And you know, your mother just said, Donna, 2022 is a good year. So make sure you hang on to that. And you know what? I got to go because I have a break. But Donna, 17. There's something on the 17th of a month. This 17. The numbers are very precise with me. So make sure you hang on to that too. And if you go...
Okay.
If you go on to WARA.com's website, they actually post these shows, so you can go back, or if you follow me on Facebook, they're on my Facebook page, and you can go listen to it so that you can remember, okay?
Okay, I thank you so much, and I enjoy watching you.
Oh, Donna, I love listening to that accent. A lot of love to you too, Donna, and we will be right back. And welcome back to Through the Static. This is Stephen the Medium. And let me just go directly to my next caller. Hi, who's this? This is Stephen.
Hi, this is Abigail.
Abigail, what a beautiful name, Abigail. So, Abigail, I'm going to get right into this with you. Abigail, do you know if there's somebody connected to you, like family, that is named after somebody?
Yes. I have a grandmother named Sarah, and I also have a cousin named Sarah.
So just know that, but that Grandma Sarah is in spirit, right?
Oh, yes, and also, I'm sorry, my grandfather is Bob, and I have an Uncle Bob, who is his father.
I love it. So both of them, just know, are stepping forward to let you know that's who's here first and letting you know, giving you, that grandmother is just giving you this big, big hug around you. Abigail, your grandmother, Mom is still here, right? Living?
She is, yes.
Yes. I didn't hear anything, so I'm assuming she was. But your grandmother just said to me, Abigail, do not stop. She's looking at you saying, you've got so many of these gifts that are around you, like your when I say gifts, like your skills and what you're capable of doing. I mean, you may be in a great place, Abigail. I mean, you sound very young, but just know that your grandmother's saying you got to make sure you keep that confidence in you that you can do whatever you want to do. And I'm in a hospital or I don't know if this is a vet or is there somebody that was connected, Abigail, that worked in healthcare, like in a hospital, like, or does work like a nurse or like a vet?
Yeah, well, my mom is a nurse, and I also work in the healthcare field as well, not directly, but yeah.
I love that, Abigail. So that's why they're giving a beautiful validation for Mama, your mother, with the nurse, and you two, direct or indirect. But I got to tell you something too, Abigail. Do you have animals, or did you grow up with animals?
Yes, I had cats, or I had a cat that passed, and I have dogs and a couple cats.
Where's the horse come in? Like
I don't know.
You guys never lived near horses or there's like this horse that is around me that just keeps sort of nudging at you, like with its head is nudging you, Abigail. So make sure you keep it with you. Maybe ask your mom, like if somebody connected to her, like lived next to horses or loved, was always on horses, but there's something really big, with horses. And there's also another A. You're Abigail, but there's another A your grandmother keeps saying. I don't know if this is Anna. There's Al. There's another A I keep hearing. So make sure you also, Abigail, keep that with you.
We have an Adam.
Who's Adam?
Adam's my cousin.
Oh, got it. So, you may say, why is my grandmother bringing up Adam? It's my reading, right? But it's all these random things, Abigail, that they give to let you know that they're with you. What's with the ring, Abigail?
I'm getting married.
I knew it. I didn't want to say it, but I knew it. Your grandma just looked at me and said, smiled with tears in her eyes and said, the ring, and I could see the diamond. Congratulations, Abigail. Make sure you know that when you have your ceremony, when you have the wedding, that everybody in spirit is going to be there with you. And that I just heard your grandmother say, this is one special girl. She's my heart. So just make sure you know that and keep that with you. It's a testament just to say how much they love you, Abigail, and what a beautiful life you're going to have. So unfortunately, I'm up for time, so I got to let you go. But Abigail, thank you so for letting me and congratulations, you cutie. I love it. I love it. So have a great night. Lots of love to you, Abigail.
You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye. She was like the cutest voice ever, and I'm sure the cutest woman. Let me go to the next caller.
Hello?
Hi, this is Steven. Who's this?
Hi, Steven. This is Bob.
Bob, how are you? Bob, where have you been the whole show? Every person, I'm like, who's Bob? Where's Bob? And people are like, I don't know. So you were going to end my show, Bob. I love this.
Yeah.
So let me.
I thought, could it be me when you said Bob and Brian, because my brother's name was Brian, and I thought maybe I'm the Bob that's trying to break through.
Oh, you definitely. Well, I love that. I love that how quickly you got that, Bob, and that that it's your loved ones that are giving that as a validation. Is your father crossed? There's a really strong father energy.
Well, yes.
So make sure your father is a very interesting character, Bob, when he steps forward. At first, it feels like he's been away for a while, but he also just keeps saying that there's also like a really strong mother energy. If is your mom here or crossed?
When you say crossed, you mean passed away, dead?
Passed away, yes. Yep.
Yes, they're both my parents. Well, I'm like the other person. I'm adopted, so I have biological parents. My birth mother's alive, but the parents who raised me, that are my real parents, they both passed away.
So know that mom and dad are here. Your mother is screaming and crying, just hugging you, and your mother keeps saying there's a birthday or an anniversary really close, Bob. There's something really, when they give me a bouquet of flowers, it's either 2 weeks back or 2 weeks forward, that close. So it could be an anniversary of death or birthday or...
Well, it was my father's birthday this past weekend, the first day of spring.
I love that.
So
that's making sure you know that it's mom and dad. When I said your father's complex, when I tune into his energy, he's got such great energy. But from his perspective, Bob, it's really interesting that he keeps saying to me he wishes he was here. He wished that he could do even more than he didn't when he was here. Just make sure you keep that with you. He just keeps wrapping his arms around you and just saying, and again, I feel the beautiful energy he's got, but from his perspective, he just keeps making me feel like I wish I could be there and say more, he keeps saying. So make sure you hang on to that. It also makes me feel like, were you the only boy in this family?
I was the only child, period.
Oh, that's it. I got it. Because I just kept hearing one. Wow, this is like the third caller of just an only child.
Yeah, and you mentioned a unicorn, and that song was about, when you said Noah's Ark, they went on 2 by 2, male and female, Noah's Ark, the two animals, but they couldn't find a mate for the unicorn to go on the ark because there was only one of them.
How do you know that? How do you know that song?
I know the song that she was referring to.
Oh my God, Bob, that's so cool. I love that. Bob, there's somebody also. Your mother keeps talking. Doesn't mean it's your mother, but someone keeps talking about the stomach issue. There's like liver or pancreas or gallbladder or there's something, and this is never future. This is either current or past. But there's something, kidneys. It feels like liver. There's something. You don't remember somebody connected to you that had some distinct issues in that stomach area?
Well, you mean another person, someone else?
Yes.
Well, could have been her, my mother. I'm not sure.
No. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, Bob. Go ahead.
No, something happened to her when she was younger, and that's why they couldn't have children, and that's why they adopted me because they tried to have children, but.
That's got to be why maybe your mom, even though I feel like it's a double validation, but I feel like maybe your mom was just referencing that area. And the most beautiful thing, as you know, when I say this, you know this, was having you and as their son. It's a really great thing. Someone keeps reading something. Were you recently reading something like old something old? It feels like something old, and your mother says he knows.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, even notes from days a few days ago are old. I keep having to refer backwards to old notes of phone, but old books, the Bible is old. I mean, old newspapers, old magazines. I'm not sure what you mean.
You know what she means? You know what she makes me feel like war. She makes me feel like it's connected to military or war, like something like a medal. Someone's got medals from a war or something military that's very very close.
I'd like to know where my father's dog tags are, and that's but I have something on the wall from Korea when he was in a MASH unit, and
I love that. I love that your dad is giving that as a validation. I knew it was connected to the military. So, Bob, letting you know that they're with you there, and also Anthony, who's the A connected to you? A.
Hey, well, I have a cat with his last name is Anthony.
I love this. I love that your mom and dad are validating your cat. That is the coolest.
Well, I'm trying to think of another A. No.
No. The great thing, Bob, is that how spirit works. People, animals. That's what they do. That's what they validate. And I hate to do this, but I'm going to be cut off because we're over time. Thank you so much for calling, Bob. I appreciate it, and I'm going to leave you with lots of love. And your mom and dad are right along with you. So thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Okay, Elix, quickly tell people where they can find you.
Coach Elix, everywhere.
And so we will be doing...
And Friday at 1. Get a grip with Coach Elix.
We'll be doing your show, Get a Grip with Coach Elix at 1 o'clock. And you can find me under Stephen the Medium everywhere. So I thank you, Mark, who produces the show. Check out his show, 3 to 5 before mine, Mark's Jukebox. And we will see you next week. Everybody have a great, great week and a lot of love.